Get busy living or get busy dying.
Well, howdy. I hope at least some of you got the reference to the On Any Sunday movie as an old movie from back in the early 70s, 1971, I believe. Pretty good old movie. But anyway, I realized that this is my third or fourth video and I haven't really introduced myself. My name is Craig Sturman, as in MonSturman Adventures, just spelt differently. I live in southeast Idaho. And I know the country around me pretty well, but as many of you know, there's always new places to go explore. So let's go explore. Yeah, I gotta get around this guy. That's why. Truck stinks. Keep my distance for a little bit here. Start pissing now. Yeah, I didn't want to have to put up with that, especially when we hit the dirt road. Saw about 10 of those trucks already this morning. They're hauling a lot of cattle up into the hills right now. You know, I wonder if Foster Cattle Company will come up here and wash these roads down. You think? I kind of doubt it. Sure making a mess of things. And that could be dangerous too on a motorcycle. So here's the plan for today. I don't have one. I'm just going to go for a ride and we'll see where the road takes me. I'm headed up towards through Bone, Idaho. I may go to Alpine, Wyoming for lunch, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm riding my 2021 Yamaha Tenere 700. My brother and I bought the very first two you could get in southeast Idaho when it first came out in 2020. And it's been a good bike. It's a little tall for me. I put some lowering links on it, brought it down a little bit, but I'm what you call inseam challenged. And sometimes I just have to be careful and make sure I got a place to put my foot down. But for the most part, it's a great bike. I rode a KLR 650 before that. There's nothing wrong with that bike either. And I also like to get out on my side-by-side, do a little adventuring that way, as well as my Jeep Cherokee. Do a little camping out of both of those, and just generally try to get out and explore and enjoy the outdoors as much as possible. So sit back and enjoy the video. I'll jump back in here and narrate a little bit more as we go along. Squirrel. Just a baby one. Feels good to get back out on the bike. My last couple of outings was either in the side-by-side or in my Jeep. And I mean, I enjoy that too, but it feels good to be on the bike. I tried to go over the weekend, but the weather didn't cooperate. Squirrel. Had too many toys. I had to move my side-by-side trailer out from in front of the garage to get the bike out Friday night, only for it to have it turn crappy on me and rain and hail and everything else. Oh, that's some good washboards. I don't know, I'm getting tempted to do a Johnny Cash imitation here pretty soon. Anyway, yeah, so I never got out over the weekend, and then turns out I had enough hours in. My work week is weird, but I had enough hours in I can take today off. It's a Tuesday, last day of my work week. Hey, bird. It's got a little intimate with that bird there. Ooh, that one too. Holy crap. Oh, still cruising along out here. Nice and green still. Looks really nice out here. I had to stop a while back, make a couple of adjustments, but I had to hurry and get back on because I heard one of those cattle trucks coming. I can't be having that. Got to get ahead of him. I had to stop right there at the intersection and check my tires. It felt like my front tire was flat, but it's not. I guess it's just a surface of this road. It's got a few deep pockets of gravel here and there. Makes it feel like you got a flat tire. Nice hawk there. Usually I've seen a few deer, maybe even some elk by this time I get out this far here. Haven't seen any yet today. Looks like I got a little bit of a late start. I was being a big whanny. It was cold, so I waited a little bit. Okay, we'll try this again. This camera setup's really starting to piss me off. It's that Insta360, and between that and the remote, battery life sucks. The remote can't decide what it wants to do. Well, they just can't make stuff simple anymore. I don't get it. You know, the GoPros that I had were easy to operate, but the battery life on them sucked. It was horrible. And I just lose data. I mean, they just all of a sudden decide to give it up, puke it all out. And then they got hot really fast and decided to quit working too. So I haven't had that issue with this one so far. But anyway, but I have been through a battery already today on this camera, and I've only been gone just a little over an hour, and I haven't been recording the whole time, so I don't get it. It's got to be the Bluetooth connected to this helmet and the Bluetooth connected to that remote. That's got to be what's eating up the battery. Maybe I need to try something different. I know this remote's kind of a pain in the butt, and I think I'm gonna just give up the GPS remote, just go to a standard, just Bluetooth on-off remote, and do away with the fancy stuff.
think it's just more trouble than it's worth. But anyway, we're coming up McCoy Creek Road here, getting out into the timber, which is kind of nice. I'm taking it pretty easy today. I'm by myself, middle of the week, so probably won't see a whole lot of people in here. So I believe we'll be coming up on Barnes Creek here. Been up in there a few times. You can get right up into the mines up there on the side of Caribou Mountain, from down there. But, there's a few roads that get up on top, close to the top. I don't think I want to go up in there today by myself. There's some rugged stuff in there. It's probably not too bad, but I haven't been up Barnes Creek in a long time, so I couldn't tell you what that's like anymore. But I'm gonna err on the side of caution today. What do we got there? Big old rock chuck.
So this juvenile golden eagle didn't seem to mind having my drone there. I'm glad it didn't attack my drone. It didn't work out so well for a friend of mine. Hey, buddy. I'm not going to give you any food. Nope.
Oh, elk. I don't know if you caught that or not. Big old cow elk trying to come up across the road. I'll let her. I'll let her go down here and cross. She's wanting to get over here pretty bad, I think. Well, I hope I got that on camera. She should be crossing the road right here. I'll let her do it. There she goes. Hey, girl. See you later. Come elk season, maybe. Well, I think I'll go over Jensen Creek Pass. No point in going. No point in going to Alpine. I already ate lunch. That'll be the only reason to go there. We'll go over this. We'll come down Bear Creek there on Palisades Reservoir. I think I can get over this. It gets pretty high. I don't think there'll be any snow up there left. I guess we'll find out. That's part of the adventure. I'm pretty sure that was bear.
Maybe we'll get lucky and see another bear this weekend. I just saw some more bear scat back there right in the middle of the road. And you can tell it's definitely bear scat because of the way that it is. But yeah, bears are out, no doubt. And that was pretty fresh too. Boy, it's pretty up here.
Got a real nice view coming up here. Oh yeah, look at that. Holy cow. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You have to stop when you go to look at that, because if you look at that while you're going down the road, you have a thing happen to you called death by view. You don't need that. I'd just drive right off the edge. I don't think the wife would be happy if I did that. Well, maybe. I think I'm worth more dead than I am alive. I checked an insurance policy.
So here's what I'm going to ask you to do me a big favor. Go ahead and click the subscribe button right below this video, and then use the drop down to hit the notification bell so that you get all the notifications whenever I put out a new video. I don't have any big expectations for this channel, but hey, let's just see where it'll take us. It would be kind of cool if I could get it monetized. I need 1,000 subscribers for that, and I'm way short of that, but I got time. So go ahead and subscribe. Let's just see what we can do. So I plan on retiring in about 1.5 years, and it'd be really cool if I had this channel monetized by then. I plan on doing a lot more riding, a lot more exploring, and if it can help pay for a little bit of gas or equipment or even just a cup of coffee, that would be really awesome. One of the things I plan on doing when I retire is the Transcontinental Trail. It goes all the way across the United States, and then while I'm there, I might as well go do the Southeast BDR, Backcountry Discovery Route, and then might as well do the ones that work my way up north. So we'll see what happens. A few years ago, I did manage to do the Continental Divide from Canada to Mexico. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that one. And I've done the Idaho BDR, at least most of it. Plan on finishing it up perhaps this year. I personally think everybody should do at least the Magruder Corridor and the Lolo Motorway, which are part of the Idaho BDR. Both of those are really extraordinary rides. A lot of really cool country there.
There's the trail up to Poker Peak. Hey, Big Ken, you remember that one, right? Camped out up on the trail up to the top one night. Heard a mountain lion scream in the middle of the night. That's enough to set your hair on the back of your neck straight up. And then he shot a really nice buck the next day. It was a good shot too. Running shot downhill. Well, that's the third camera battery I had in this thing today. pretty sad. No, it's not that impressed. I'm really not impressed with all this gravel on this road here. Now this is a spot where you don't want to go over the edge. That could be bad. Might just ruin your day. Always doing something weird. I've watched a whole bunch of tutorials online, and almost everybody edits their videos on their damn phone. I don't know how people can stand to do that. That'd drive me insane. But even the ones where they show you how to do it on the PC, it's not very intuitive, and 9 times out of 10 things don't work the way they say they're working. But man, I can do without these washboards and the steep gravel. I know it sounds like I'm bitching a lot, but okay, I'm bitching a lot, but I really am enjoying myself. I love being out here. I love doing this. If I was to make any changes as far as anything I did today, I wouldn't have dressed as warm. I would have worn my other riding jacket and riding pants. They're a little more breathable than these. I'm showing 75 degrees out here now. I know that doesn't seem warm to a lot of you people, but for me, that's pretty warm. Well, I'll shut this camera off for a minute. Might fire it back up here in a little while, or maybe get the drone out when I get down to the reservoir.
So this is the road from Calamity Boat Ramp down to the river road just below Palisades Dam. It's a fun little road, and you have a tendency to want to speed a little bit and catch those corners pretty good, but you got to be careful because there's a lot of boat, trailer, and camper traffic going down this road. So it turns out this road is closed down here. I didn't realize this, but it had washed out a couple of years before. There's a little clip of that. But anyway, they're supposed to get it fixed this year. That'll be nice. So I wanted to take just a minute at the end of this video to share a few thoughts. And normally I wouldn't try to give advice or share my feelings. It's just not the way I am, but I kind of feel this is important. And I've been asked by some people about what's going on. Well, to start with, back in January, I was hospitalized with diabetic ketoacidosis. Simply put, that's when your organs start to shut down from complications of diabetes. And I didn't even know for sure that I was diabetic, but I did have some symptoms that I had been ignoring for quite a few years. It all came to a head early in the morning on New Year's Day. After 4 or 5 days in the hospital, in a complete brain fog, they finally sent me home. I hardly remember any of those 4 or 5 days, and I spent another 2 weeks or so at home, recovering, getting my strength back. I was totally ignorant on how diabetes works and what I should be doing. It also didn't help that I was still suffering from some brain fog. I kind of look back now and I have to laugh at some of the stupid things I did and stupid thoughts I was having. It was a totally new learning experience for me, and to be honest, I was quite scared about my future. I didn't know what I could and I could not eat. Everything tasted weird, kind of like aluminum. It was kind of strange. And I didn't even know if I would still have a job if and when I got back to some sense of normalcy. I went through a very dark time, although thank God it was very short-lived. They tell me that I nearly died in the hospital. They were really concerned about my heart, liver, and kidneys, but luckily with the help from the doctor and a very good dietitian, I started making my way back to normal. I don't have to take insulin anymore. I only take a couple of medications every day now. My strength is back. I have lost a ton of weight. I do need to exercise more, gain a little muscle back, but I have been working a lot in the yard, things like that, but I do need to get on a regular exercise routine. Also, at the advice of my doctor, I've tried to remove any stress from my life, and so far that has been fairly effective. I've recently resigned my position with the city I live in. I have served the city for just over 19 years in one capacity or another. Almost 8 of those years has been as the mayor. Although that is not my full-time job, it has relieved a large amount of stress from my life, even though that's something that's really hard to let go of. The only real complication I have left now is diabetic neuropathy in my feet, and it's pretty bad. Oddly enough, the only thing that really feels good on my feet is riding my motorcycle. Go figure. So what's all that got to do with motorcycles or adventure riding? Absolutely nothing. But it has everything to do with my mental well-being. And I can guarantee you that once you look your own mortality straight in the face, you will see things differently. So don't forget to take care of yourself. Do not ignore symptoms like I did. That's your body trying to tell you something, and you better listen up. Make time to go do the things you love to do. Go ride that motorcycle, go for a hike, or ride in a car. Enjoy the great outdoors. But most of all, don't work your life away thinking that you'll have, time to enjoy life when you retire. You might not get that chance. I almost didn't. One of my favorite quotes is from an Australian guy named Nugget from Motorcycle Adventure Dirt Bike TV. He says, "The goal is to die with memories, not dreams. On my deathbed, I'll not count what's in my bank, but I'll be content with my bank of memories."